Housing shortage continues to get worse in California. We're going over that article and others today. Now, there's a few other articles out there, including Opendoor, as well as what the household income and debt is. These are a little bit alarming to me, but I'm going to go over those articles today in Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest in real estate, mortgage, and the housing market. Now, before we jump into anything, I know it. You gotta burn the 30 seconds, but hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate. So hit that like button, and you'll love the information I'm going to give you. Let's jump into it. Now, this first article is from the Orange County Register. I'm not really a big Orange County Register fan. They are about as wishy-washy as it gets, but this is just going to hit that exclamation point on what I've been saying now for the past 6-7 months. It says housing shortage worst in California is moving to America's heartland. This is what I continue to say. There's no homes for sale. Number one. Number two, the builders aren't building. Why? Because it's not profitable to them. Yet they're the ones that get fudded the most in the media, because the media keeps saying, oh, the builders are dying. Well, they're dying because all they care about is money, and they don't care about building affordable homes. Our government doesn't want to subsidize anything. This is not good. And this is what I continue to say. Government needs to subsidize. Let's get on the next article. And we're sticking to the theme here of Orange County Register. It says Southern California homes sales dropped to the lowest levels on record. Of course they have. Guys, why have they? Because there's no homes to buy. That's what I continue to say. It kind of just sits there together, hand in hand. I just want everyone to know that you're going to be, I talk about the separation. I've talked about separation many times. Separate between people who own homes and people who don't. And this is what's tearing the middle class apart. If you don't own a home, a lot of times those people are struggling so much more than people who own a home that have a fixed mortgage payment every single month versus rents going up and up 5 to 10% on an annual basis. Next article, and this is just really tragic here. And I've really begged everyone out there who watches me and on Twitter, wherever you're at, right? All the social media. Household debt soars to the fastest pace in 15 years as credit card use surges, Fed report says. Guys, the collateral damage, and I know I've said this 100 times, if you've been watching me over and over, the collateral damage of the Fed raising rates are two things. One, it's going to be the housing market and interest rates. Two, it's consumer debt and credit card interest. And they will continue to raise it and raise it. And look at you. I'd love to see you in the comments below. Hit that like button, number one. But number two, hit the comments below. Look up your credit card, statements and see what you're actually paying. Mine all say 25 to 30%. Imagine 25 to 30% of my debt. No debt. No debt means I don't have to pay that kind of crazy interest payments because the Fed keeps wanting to just cut me off from everything and make me poor. Next article. I've said this 100 times. I've said this for years now and years. These iBuying companies, these little Johnny-come-lately flip companies, that it was a darlings of these VC firms that got slaughtered. This guy is smiling. Why? Because people keep giving him money and he keeps burning him. I don't know who's worse, this guy right here or Sam Bankman-Fried, because they keep giving this guy money and he keeps burning their money to the tune of, in the third quarter, of almost $1 billion he lost. And now let's go read the headline. It says the cool down in home prices was a once in 40 years move, worse than 2008 crisis that foiled algorithms, said CEO of America's largest home flipper. This is just stupid. He's still smiling because idiots out there are still giving him money. We have gone through the greatest housing market of all time the last 3 years, and this guy keeps losing everybody's money at the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. He has lost close to $2 billion just this year. $2 billion. He's going out of business. We continue to see all these iBuying companies go out of business. They were a complete sham in the first place. These algorithms, whether it be Zillow, Zillow, who fell out of the home flipping business because of their algorithms completely sucked in the first quarter of this year. Then Redfin just announced they're getting out of it because their algorithms suck and their home flipping business was losing money. Well, no kidding, guys. This is going to continue to happen. Opendoor is a complete sham and has cost their shareholders literally everything. I would, not financial advice, short the stock all the way to zero. I don't think it's even going to be listed too much longer on the New York Stock Exchange. I think it's going to pink slips. Guys, this guy won't be smiling next time you see a picture of him. Last article, which is our interest rates. Again, they're flat. They're just flat. The only thing that's kind of moved a little bit was that FHA went down about 4 basis points. And yes, it's under 6.5%. I'm hoping that we can still see it float down a little bit. We're gonna run into a couple of big events. Tomorrow, the Fed minutes are gonna come out. What they discussed in their meetings earlier this month when they raised 75 basis points, that can be a very big market changer if those come out and they're direly negative. And so that can really hurt the market. Or if they're dovish, I think we can see interest rates kind of float down a little bit more before the December 14th and 15th Fed meeting. We're going to find out, but tomorrow's a big day. But after that, really look at what's going to happen. We got Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. Well, then we jump right into next week, which is the end of the month and beginning of next month. And so we're going to kind of cruise the next few weeks. But tomorrow will be the biggest day of actually next couple of weeks. And so we're going to find out whether mortgage rates are going to go down. I know I've gotten some criticism out there from people who are saying, hey, Troy, you continue to come out and say it's a good time to buy. But I will continue to say this is the best time in the fourth quarter to buy a home. And I will always say that the government, the current government we have in place, and the way they've ran it is now separating the middle class. They're absolutely tearing it apart. You're going to have the people who have houses and people who don't have houses, and that is where wealth is built on, and I will go to my grave saying that every single time. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. Again, leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments, or you want to say I'm old and ugly. I don't even care. You guys take care. Peace out.